what's better than back-to-back wins for your weekend? What's up, Caps fans? You know, sometimes you just have to win the games that you should win, right? Those 2 points against those teams that you should beat are just as important. They count just the same as any 2 points against any team higher in the standings, right? So this one against the Blackhawks in Chicago would fall into that category for the Washington Capitals. And thankfully, they did exactly what they needed to do, taking care of business and securing the 2 standings points for themselves by way of a 4-2 victory. The Caps were 3-0 in the second half of back-to-backs coming into this game. So make it 4-0 now after this victory in Chicago, as the Caps also manhandled the New York Rangers the night before as well. That was fun. So we skip to the second period for tonight's game, because that is when the scoring started, and the Blackhawks, they would get the game's first goal actually. Philip Kurashev passed Caps backup goaltender Darcy Kuemper. And I'm only half joking when I say that. But no, like Kuemper was actually very solid in this game as a whole. So let's give him his fair due here. He stopped 32 of 34 shots on the night. Good for a .941 save percentage for the game, and obviously good for the win for his team as well, which is the most important thing, is to get the win. So good for Darcy Kuemper. I want to give him his due here because I have been very hard on him in recent weeks. Rightfully so, right? But he was very solid in this hockey game, so let's give him his due. But yeah, Kurashev beats him here, and so it is 1-0 for the Hawks. The Hawks' lead lasted just a little over a minute, though, as the Caps' stone-cold killer third line of Alexei Protas, Connor McMichael, and Anthony Mantha, they would strike once again. McMichael with the sweet saucer pass to open space for Mantha to just skate right into it, right? Beautiful threading of the needle there by Connor McMichael, and that shows a lot of chemistry between line mates because he trusts Mantha to be able to turn on the Jets here and beat 3 Blackhawks defenders to that puck. So that's exactly what Mantha does, fighting off the checks and skating in on a breakaway, and he goes to the backhand past the Hawks netminder to tie the game up at 1 for his Washington Capitals. Assist to Connor McMichael, and it was a beautiful one at that. Then, stop me if you've heard this before, Dylan Strome is on the board once again. My God, that is his 11th goal of the season already, and it is very fitting, right? Because it is against the team that gave him away for free to our Washington Capitals. Just an absolutely out to lunch decision by the Blackhawks organization there. But yeah, Stromer, he puts it in the back of the net again after a nice passing play from Alex Ovechkin and Joel Edmondson. But I want to point out as well that this goal is also created off of a monster hit thrown by TJ Oshie. Oshie coming in on the forecheck just absolutely obliterates the Hawks defenseman, Vlasic. Mark-Edward Vlasic? No, it's not that Vlasic. At least I don't think it's that Vlasic. Can't be, right? Anyways, TJ Oshie, like I said, coming in on the forecheck and absolutely obliterates the Hawks defender, causing the turnover. Alex Ovechkin picks up the puck, and the rest is history. So it's 2-1 Caps. Assist to Joel Edmondson. That is his first point as a Washington Capital. Congratulations to him. And assist to Alex Ovechkin as well. Then, less than 2 minutes after that, the Caps take a 3-1 lead on Nic Dowd's goal, with the fourth line for the Caps getting this one started by coming in on a nice rush and then finishing it off by crashing the net hard, something that they do very, very well and very, very frequently. Dowd, he gets the last touch on the puck to knock it over the goal line as he was laying down as well. He was like on his belly there, and he got his stick on it there. So great play by Nic Dowd. Knocks it over the goal line, assist to Beck Malenstein and Nick Jensen. And that is how the second period would end, with the Caps up 3-1. Third period, the Caps, they would add one more goal. And again, it is their fourth line off of a heavy forecheck. Forces the turnover by Hawks defenseman Seth Jones. And Nic Dowd, he scores his second goal of the game, assisted by Nicholas Aube-Kubel and Beck Malenstein. 4-1 for the good guys. The Hawks would add one more goal of their own in what was essentially garbage time, but we don't really care about that because overall, it was another very solid performance by the Washington Capitals in the second half of a back-to-back. 2 more valuable standings points in the bank. And the next game for the Caps is in Philadelphia on Thursday. That is a big one with the surprising Flyers right there in the playoff race, so that's a big game. All right, Caps fans, that is going to be it for me for today. You know the drill by now. If you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button down below and click on that subscribe button as well if you haven't already done so. And until next time, babes, and as always, let's go Caps.